Most people don't care about you the way you think they do. And hearing that hurts, but it's important to understand it clearly. When you realize no one is checking on you, no one is asking how you are, and no one notices when you're struggling, your first instinct is to blame yourself. You start asking what is wrong with you, why you are not enough, or what you did to deserve being ignored. But the truth is, in most cases, it has very little to do with your value. People are busy with themselves. They are occupied with their own fears, goals, insecurities, and survival. Psychologically, the human mind prioritizes personal comfort first. Caring requires emotional energy, and most people only give that energy when there is something in it for them, or when they fear losing something important. When you are always strong, always calm, always available, people assume you will be fine without them. They don't think you need support because you never show signs of breaking. Over time, they stop paying attention, not because they hate you, but because you've made your pain invisible. Another hard truth is that people respond more to urgency than loyalty. If you are always there, always forgiving, always understanding, your presence becomes predictable. Predictability makes people careless. Not because you lack worth, but because the human brain stops noticing what it believes will never go away. Sometimes people don't care because you make it too easy for them not to. You answer every message. You accept late apologies. You tolerate disrespect. When there are no consequences, there is no motivation to change behavior. The mind learns patterns very quickly. If someone learns they can ignore you and still have access to you later, they will continue to do it. There are also people who only care when they need something. They are attentive when they are struggling and silent when you are. This happens because some relationships are built on convenience, not connection. When you stop providing emotional support, attention, or validation, the interest fades. This doesn't mean you failed. It means the relationship was never balanced. Another reason it feels like no one cares is because you care too much. You check on everyone. You listen. You give advice. You carry emotional weight that was never meant to be yours. Over time, you become the support system instead of being supported. And when you need help, there is no one left to give it. People often say they care, but real care shows in action. Real care notices absence. Real care feels concern without being asked. When those actions are missing, it's not always cruelty. Often, it's emotional laziness. The painful part is realizing that some people are comfortable benefiting from you without caring about you. They enjoy the attention, the help, the presence, but they are not invested in your well-being. Once you stop giving, they become distant. That distance reveals the truth that words never could. At some point, you have to accept that not everyone who smiles with you values you. Not everyone who talks to you is emotionally connected to you. And not everyone who once cared will continue to do so. This realization is not meant to break you. It's meant to wake you up. When you stop expecting care from people who have shown you they are unable or unwilling to give it, something changes. You stop feeling disappointed all the time. You stop waiting. You stop chasing explanations. You begin to redirect that energy back to yourself. Caring about yourself doesn't mean becoming cold or distant. It means being selective. It means protecting your emotional energy. It means understanding that your worth does not increase or decrease based on how many people notice you. Some people will never care deeply. Some people only care temporarily. And a few will care consistently. Learning the difference is part of emotional maturity. If no one seems to care about you right now, it may be because you are outgrowing the space you are in. Growth often feels like isolation at first. It feels quiet. It feels lonely. But it is also where clarity begins. You don't need everyone to care. You need truth. You need peace. And you need to stop giving unlimited access to people who give you limited effort. When you understand this, the pain becomes lighter. Not because people suddenly change, but because your expectations do. And that understanding is where real strength begins.